Good afternoon, Brighton. This is a local story, and there's no prizes for being the most local story in TEDxBrighton, but this place here is 200 metres up Edward Street on the left. It's the Brighton Youth Centre, where 10 years ago we founded Brighton Table Tennis Club. This picture was within a month of us opening, and half of these 15-year-olds at the time, most of them are 14, 15, they're all still involved. And this is when we got our first grant, and we got some new tables and some shirts. And it was one evening a week in the Brighton Youth Centre for the local kids, to give some local kids an opportunity that they otherwise wouldn't have. So table tennis is cheap, space efficient, the ultimate leveller. Everyone can play against everybody. And there's something uniquely intimate about table tennis. Table tennis has lots of unique features that make it such a wonderful thing for communities. So this is 10 years ago. And this is now. So now we have, in the middle of Kemp Town, a 7-day-a-week, 12 hours a day, full-time table tennis club. And yeah. And thank you. Every Tuesday after school, we have a session where unaccompanied refugee minors from Afghanistan and Sudan and coaches that have Down syndrome run a session for Irish traveller kids every Tuesday for the last year. So I don't know where else and how else that could happen, but to me, that is a utopian ping-pong wonderland. So that is, yeah, thank you. So these are our four core values. So we have a minibus with those four values on the side of the bus. We took the ladder off the bus so the kids can't get on it anymore. But community, respect, solidarity, and competition. I'm going to give a little story for each of our values. We've got some fantastic local players and legends to come play a little exhibition at the end. But the origins of the club are in me as a 7 or 8-year-old being taught to play by the most patient youth worker in East London, a guy called Laurie Lakin, who ran table tennis clubs in the Isle of Dogs for 30 years. And then in Willesden, as a teenager, there was a table tennis club called London Progress Table Tennis Club. They were the British champions for 10 years in a row, and they had hundreds and hundreds of local kids from Willesden that, through table tennis, went on to become doctors and teachers and lawyers. So that was an amazing place, and that was run by John Kaufman. So those two people were my childhood heroes. And then I moved to Brighton, met a really good player. He's a little bit older than me. He's called Harry McCartney, and we co-founded the table tennis club. And if I'm the sort of face of the club, then he is the brains. So a round of applause, please, for Harry McCartney over there. Thank you. So this is the Fitzherbert Centre. So we've got a 12-year lease on this unbelievable space in Kemp Town that Tesco's were interested in and property developers are interested in. And the Catholic priest there said, here you go, gave us a key. And the community there is uniquely diverse and close-knit. We have a boy, Brandon, 17-year-old boy from Queen's Park, who last summer came into the club with two Afghan boys, Fahad and Nakib. And I said, where have you come from? And they'd been swimming and playing pool together. So that, without anyone asking them to do that, it's the friendships that are made in the club. They transcend the doors of the club. And that's just one example of thousands of friendships. So two people coming on stage later are Harry Fairchild, the first coach in the world of any sport with Down syndrome, 26-year-old from Woodingdean. And Wenwei Zhu, 63, from Shanghai. And they're brothers. They identify as brothers. So it's table tennis as a platform for people to make these friendships. So that's the strength of the community. The respect. This woman, Betty, is 98, and she plays in Patching Lodge Sheltered Housing Scheme just up the road, and she can hit the ball back 300 times against Wenwei. She's an absolute star. So that is something to be respected. Table tennis has to be played in a respectful way. If you get a net or an edge, you have to apologise. But I think sport gives people that respect. I think the table tennis club normalises the presence of old people to young people, of young people to old people, of Irish travellers, of Afghan refugees, of people with Down syndrome. Everyone is just identifying as a table tennis player and as a person. Some of the partnerships that we've made in the last year that we're most proud of are with the Brighton Housing Trust, so street homeless, lots and lots of good table tennis players in the street homeless community, with the Friends and Families of Travellers, really good local charity, in HMP Highdown and Downview Prison. So in prisons, table tennis has the potential to have a huge impact, and with Millview Psychiatric Hospital in Hove. So all of these places have table tennis, but with a little bit of structure and some coaches going in, it can become more than just a youth club game of table tennis. So this is a great picture of some of our young Irish travellers that come every Tuesday. The idea of solidarity, which is our third value, in the club is that there's an informal support network. People help each other move house. People help each other find jobs. Advice and support network is what the solidarity is about in the club. Lastly, and not leastly, competition. Our Senior British League first team is in the National A. We've just been promoted into the National A division, British League. And all of the members of that team are involved in the grassroots of the club, coaching and working at the club. And table tennis has to be about competitive sport. It isn't just a community space where people can come and just hang out. People come to the club to improve on their game, get good at table tennis. And this was last weekend. Been to quite a lot of competitions for adults with learning disabilities where it isn't really competitive. It's not competitive enough. Everyone gets a medal. This one in Portugal was the World Down Syndrome Championships, and it was a proper tournament, knockout groups, and then a knockout stage, and everyone involved got so much more out of it. So, without more of me, can I please welcome to the stage all of the table tennis players that are coming on today. So, and you come, please. Round of applause. Yeah, don't forget your bat. Okay, so if Damon's at the front of the queue, Harry stands just behind, and then Amin, and then Jodie like this. So they're going to play one backhand, one forehand, go to the back of the queue. So 1, 2, go to the back of the queue. So Wenwei has been in Brighton for 15 years. This man is a legend of Brighton and of table tennis. Yeah. This man. The UK Chinese champion, the UK Chinese community ping pong champion, 63, still beats everyone. So just play, and I'll just talk while you're playing, yeah? So one backhand, one forehand. Keep the ball on the table. Damon, go. Harry, unlucky, forehand. 1, 2, go. No problem. So Amin, good. Jodie, Elise, and Rosemary. So, Farhad, then we go back to the beginning. So, Damon lives across the road from the table tennis club. He's 11, he's got ADHD, and every morning before he goes to school, he's given some Ritalin so he can concentrate at school. He's come away on residential week-long training camps with the national team and hasn't needed it. Table tennis is the ultimate way of channeling all his energies. He's so bright and sparky and just... Okay, Rosemary Rosemary came to the table tennis club a year ago to a session that was funded by Macmillan, Ricochet Plus, for people affected by cancer, to deal with having cancer and deal with the recovery through playing table tennis. And on the back of that, started a club in Denton near New Haven, and she has 80 people playing a week. Kids, adults, old people in Denton. Amazing. A fantastic ripple. Farhad, this guy here, Farhad Barakzai, has walked here from Helmand province and come through the Calais jungle. He's been at the club for 2.5 years, 20 hours a week. Unbelievable, man. 20 hours a week, voluntarily coaching in the club, playing at a really high level, and just generally being an amazing man. Amin, coming after Harry, he's come here 3 months ago from Darfur on his own, and in 3 months he's become an absolutely top player, and he's doing his level 1 coaching course next month. So Amin is like a beacon of hope for everyone. Right, Harry's next, but we're going to save Harry till the end. Jodie's coming after Amin. Jodie was in my tutor group at Patcham High School in Year 7 3 years ago. Picked up table tennis, played with Wenwei at school, loads. and then made the transition to the table tennis club. Now Jodie's top 20 in England for her age, and she's the best young player we've got in Brighton. And Elise lives next door to Damon, across the road from the table tennis club in Kemp Town, and Elise is in year 10 at Hove Park. She's only been playing for a year, but from having, a few problems at school or a few issues at school, through table tennis, she's now flying. She's playing for Sussex, winning all the matches for Sussex, and is part of this family that we've got at the club. So as you can see, round of applause for Elise. Right. Right, last one. Smash, bang. Right. Jodie and Harry, if Wenmei just does a few lobs, I know there's not much space there, Wenmei, but just a few smashes. So one ball for Jodie, one ball for Harry. Yeah, change ends, more space.
Oh, okay.
Okay, one ball each. Rallies, yeah? Good. Good. Yes. Yes! All right. All right. Everyone come round, please. Everyone come round onto this red carpet in the middle. Harry, you need to get the microphone now. Harry, you're going to have a little speech. Go and get your mic from Mark. Okay. So, Harry Fairchild has been in the club for 4 years, and last weekend, this team, this is Team GB Down Syndrome squad. The three boys are all from our club in Brighton, and Jenny's from Cheshire. Very quickly, Harry, you've got a minute. Tell everyone in here what happened in Portugal and what have you got to say?
Hello, guys. Hi. I am Harry Fairchild. I run number one chubby from Team GB. So we got attitudes at training on your team, and that's how I've been doing. And I've been to Portugal already, and it was an amazing match, and I did. I was playing, and in BTTC, I have one issue and some Holtam, and another one is I've been playing a match already, and your surprise is I won a gold medal. It's a boost, yes. With a person named Joao from Portuguese. And I said, thank you so much for Patrick Santonotia. Yeah. And now I will pass it over to the man, the manager of PTC, Timothy Martin Holtam.
We're going to introduce the next person.
Yeah.
Well,
I've got one more slide.
Definitely, I want you as many as you like. Go.
So, this is the first, we hope, of many world champions from BTTC. So, amazing at last weekend, Harry. Best competition ever. The world Down syndrome champion, men's doubles. Next year he's going to win the singles as well if he keeps getting better. So, round of applause for Harry again, please. No, you're not talking. No. What the kind of message that we want to give everyone in here is find your passion. Find something that you are passionate about. I think for the last 10 years, the first 7 or 8, people just thought I was a bit mad, always talking about table tennis too much. Right? But now it's happened. Yeah. So find what you're passionate about. Start small. Share that idea and share that passion with people that can help you, and then just don't stop. Just keep going, right? So we are making a network of clubs with Cardiff, London, there's a few in London, Nottingham, Malmo, Berlin. Chris O's here. There he is. Yeah.
Did you guys? Thank you.
And we're going to link all of these people together doing progressive things through table tennis, whether it's in prisons or whether it's with refugees or whether it's with anyone. Table tennis for everyone. So in our club, we have it big on the wall, and this is testament to that quote. Helen Keller once said that alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. Thank you very much.